Go live. We are live again. I hope. We are live again. Yes. I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. But apparently OBS quit. Or maybe I quit OBS. Sorry about that. Anyway, I don't think anyone was watching anyway. But if you are now, welcome. Maybe back to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are about run up at Maastricht-Aachen Airport. And I'm still talking. So ATC clearance. We got ATC clearance. We got the position lights and strobe lights are on. We need to check if flaps are still working. Are they operational? They are. This is full flaps and back up. They do come back up. So we'll do a flaps up takeoff because this runway is more than long enough. I'll check the trip, both manual and electric. That is working. Instrument, but the altimeter is set 1010 once and twice. Standby horizon is pulled. Transponder can altitude and it's set 4025. Engine instruments. Let's get the bench. All in the green, which is looking good. We check the where was I? Ah, right. Concentrate. Let's do the photo test. It works on photo. ECU A, back to auto, and both engine still runs, back to auto, and let's do the test. It will cycle twice through the RPM, and we do have the A and B failures, ECU, and it cycles now. The other bus, and now it's the failures extinguished. We can release the button. Pyto heat is on, although it says Pyto heat failed, but we'll ignore that for now. And let's on the fuel pump. And landing lights and on. Should have had our taxi light on. Transponder is set. You can back IR, back on again, and let's request the takeoff. Here on the left, clear center and clear right. Wake Tower, Papa Hotel, Delta, Sheriff Foxtrot at Echo 1, holding short, runway 21, ready for Bravo departure.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, runway 21, winds 210 at 14, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 21, Papa Sheriff Foxtrot. Final looks clear, and runway is also clear. We are cleared for takeoff.
Approaching runway 21.
Oh, that's the first time I'm hearing the RAS system, the intentions, which works quite nice. All right. Thrust is set. TSPs are in the green. Brakes released. Flying right rudder. Airspeed is live. Rotate.
On runway 21 remaining. 7,300 feet.
I know you don't generally have RAS in general aviation aircraft, but you can turn that off later on. But it's nice to test it out. So we'll fly the departure at 1,300 feet. That's line power. And let's trim BY. There's 1,000 feet. To go. Right is clear. Don't climb too much. And we'll follow this canal to the north.
Approaching runway 3. Caution! Caution!
Yeah, I suppose that's why you don't have RAS in a GA aircraft. That is the wrong checklist. I need my after takeoff checklist. Brakes applied. Flaps are up. Don't climb. Don't climb. Line power is set. We can switch. Yes. sure that we don't hit any traffic coming from the other side of the Bravo horizon. But it does seem to clear the arrival. I don't see any aircraft in the vicinity. So let's follow the canal. And then the next village is north. You can see already the factory plants of PDL, NASCAR, don't climb. Flaps are up, fuel pump comes off. Line power is set, landing lights. We are still in the CTRs and body departure, so I'll keep them on for the time being. And well, basically, as it's such a short flight towards Budel, I'll keep them on anyway.
Since there aren't any major landmarks right under us, let's talk about Maastricht-Aachen Airport, which we're just north of. This airport opened in 1944, originally as a military airfield during World War II. It's now the second largest cargo airport in the Netherlands, and it's also known for its unique runway, which is one of the few in Europe that can handle the world's largest aircraft, like the Antonov N225. Aviation enthusiasts love spotting rare cargo planes here, and the airport even has a reputation for being a bit of a plane spotter's paradise.
Ooh. Nice. That was our tour guides from St. Vincent's, by the way. Let's call the tower. Big Tower, Papa Hotel, Delta, Sheriff Foxwood is overhead Bravo, exiting your CTR.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, leaving controlled airspace.
So the town of Born, and at the next we follow the motorway right underneath us, and at the next village the motorway has an intersection, and the A2 goes to the city of Eindhoven, which is over there somewhere. And that's where we will contact Kleine Breugel Tower to request entrance of their CTR for a full stop landing or touch and go at Budel. We'll do one touch and go, and then we'll do two touch and goes because I need to train. And then head to Eindhoven, do a full stop over there, have a bit of a bathroom break, getting another cup of coffee, and head on to Seppe and then Midden-Zeeland. It is a nice day for flying, Bill. The forecast did say it was becoming marginal VRR. I hope, which I'm not really sure. I'm going to check what my weather conditions are. Oh, I've got it on historic weather. Oh well, let's keep it. Let's keep it like that. Oh no, it is the 15, so. Let's see if it's changed stuff. Let me quickly spot. Motorway is still here. Got the junction. Yes, we have. And we will follow the motorway. Look, it's getting darker already. We will follow the motorway to the northwest. Shall we already tune in natives for Eindhoven to see what the local QNH is? Let's concentrate on flying as well. One 26.030. Big Tower, Papa Sierra Foxtrot requesting frequency change to Kleinbrugge Tower 134.105.
Since we're in the border region between the Netherlands and Germany, let's talk about the city of Roermond, which is just to the northeast of us. Roermond is famous for its beautiful old town and its impressive cathedral, the Münsterkerk, which dates all the way back to the 13th century. The city sits right at the confluence of the rivers Roer and Maas, making it a strategic spot for trade and settlement for centuries. Aviation fans might be interested to know that Roermond was heavily bombed during World War II due to its strategic location, and you can still spot some of the rebuilt areas from the air.
Kleinbrugge Tower, goedemiddag Papa Hotel Delta Foxtrot is a Diamond DA40 requesting entrance of your CTR for a full stop landing at Echo Hotel Bravo Delta.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot cleared into Chester. Report downwind left for runway 21.
Cleared into your airspace and will report downwind runway 21. Papa Sierra. Alright, quick check on the map. Where are the windmills? Yeah, at the windmills we are turning southwest. Actually, this bridge was below us, was my waypoint. So next heading will be due west. And it is runway 21 again. We are not allowed to overfly city piers. We'll stay clear. And let me check. Further altitude 7
Transition level 50, advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Kilo. Eindhoven Airport, information Kilo. 1127 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 21. Wind 190 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 1700 feet. Solid overcast at 2400 feet. Temperature 8. Dew point 7. QNH 1010. Transition level 50, advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Kilo. Eindhoven Airport, information Kilo. 1127 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 21. Wind 19.
Budel Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot is 2 minutes to the east, inbound, touch and go, runway 21.
Papa Hotel Delta Sierra, Foxtrot, Budel Radio, runway 21, left-hand circuit, wind 210 at 13, QNH 1009er.
QNH 1009er, Papa Sheriff Foxtrot.
At our 12 o'clock, just a few miles out, you'll spot the town of Weert. Now, Weert might look like your average Dutch town from above, but it's actually been around since at least the 11th century. It's famous for its canals and green spaces, and if you squint, you might even spot the St. Martinus Church tower poking up. It's been standing tall since the 15th century. The town is also known for its annual fair, which has been running since medieval times, and for being a bit of a cycling hotspot.
Alright. I didn't know that. We are descending to 700 feet, which is circuit altitude, and add a bit of power. Not to get too slow, but oh, it is a very slippery beast. Circuit looks clear. Don't see anyone in the pattern. Budel Radio Papa Sheriff Foxtrot turning downwind. Runway 21, let's go. Stand. Climb, climb. looks clear. Runway looks clear.
500.
Nothing too much. Budel Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot is short final, runway 21, touch and go.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, wind 220 at 14.
Approaching runway 21.
Bit bumpy today. Power lines, get too low. Wow! Oi! Oi, 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 oi! Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, I need to practice my landings. Plus, I didn't have my my viewpoints in the proper position.
Since we're flying over the border area near Weert, let's talk about Kleine Brogel Air Base, which is just across the border in Belgium. This military airfield has been operational since the 1950s and is home to the Belgian Air Force's F-16 fighter jets. Aviation buffs might be interested to know that the base is rumored to house NATO nuclear weapons, though of course that's officially neither confirmed nor denied. Spotting the long runways and the distinctive hardened aircraft shelters from above is always a treat for aviation fans.
Yeah, and one really interesting point she doesn't mention is that I try to focus as well on flying the aircraft. One thing he didn't mention is that it is really important to watch out for the F-16s, and I believe the F-35s are coming to Kleine Brogel as well, or at least in the future. Belgium Air Force received its first F-35 fighter jets last year, but the departure of Kleine Brogel goes right overhead here. So yeah, do keep an eye on those jets. Budel Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot is downwind, runway 21, touch and go. This is a nice time to load in new weather. Laps full. My viewpoint is much better now. too high as our last approach. Final is clear, runway is clear. Kleine beugel.
500.
Budel, Radio, Papa, Hotel Delta, Sierra Foxtrot, short final, runway 21, touch and go.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, wind 220 at 14.
There is quite a bit of turbulence over these woods at the moment. Really have to work for it. Luckily it calms down just before. Okay, let's fly it to the ground now. Flare, flare, flare. Bit too high. And a bit slow. Okay. I think I'm flying my approaches too slowly, but climb to better altitudes. We are here on the left. Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot is leaving the circuits to the east and departing the area to the east. Kleine Breugel Tower Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot has exited the circuit of Budel and departing the area to the east.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, QNH 1009er. Have a safe flight.
QNH 1009er. Dankjewel, tot ziens.
Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot, Budel Tower, runway 21, cleared for touch and go.
Okay, we'll head to those windmills. Avoid the build-up area of Weert, and then we'll head to Eindhoven. Shall we listen to their ATIS?
E8. 2.7. QNH 1009er. Transition level 50, advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Yankee.
Yankee.
Eindhoven Airport. Information.
Okay, information Yankee. How are we doing with the live stream? Well, the live stream is still running. The PC is still running, so basically it works out quite well. We are almost exiting the CTR Eindhoven. Set 65% on the power. We have exited area. Kleinbreugel Tower, Papa Hotel, Delta Sheriff Foxtrot is clear to our airspace. Request frequency change to Eindhoven Tower at 131.005. Well, I didn't hear the announcement, but let's call Eindhoven. And let's climb over the PTR of the Pale, which is 1500. So let's keep that as bare minimum. Call them in a minute or so. Well, this is the city of Nederweert. Are allowed to overfly. Eindhoven Tower, goedemiddag, Papa Hotel, Delta Sheriff Foxtrot. Request.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, say request.
Goedemiddag, Papa Hotel, Delta Sheriff Foxtrot is Diamond DA 45 minutes east of Echo, requesting entrance of your CTR via the Echo arrival for full stop landing.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, cleared into Chester. Report left downwind runway 21.
Cleared into the tower airspace and will report downwind runway 21. Papa Sheriff Foxtrot.
Nederweert is known for its picturesque canals and the Zuid-Willemsvaart, a major shipping canal that was completed in 1826. From the air, you can often spot the winding waterways and the patchwork of fields that make this area so uniquely Dutch. The town itself dates back to at least the 15th century and was a key point for peat transport back in the day. Imagine boats loaded with peat chugging along those canals. And here's something. The area is also home to the Weir turbos. a forest that's been around since medieval times and is now a haven for deer and rare birds.
You learn something new every day with the same intention on AI. I honestly love the program. It gives such an immersive way of flying, and yeah, those little things like the tour guide, the mentor, that makes it really fun for me. We are, let me see, we are pirates, no. We are 3 minutes out of Echo, which is ahead of us, and it is a point along the motorway from Eindhoven to Venlo, I believe. Is that Volkel or? Yeah, that's the beacon of Volkel Air Base. I see in the distance of green light, so that's not traffic. Do we have any traffic in the area? Do we declutter? Maybe. Thank you. So basically the Echo arrival will be flown by following the motorway, the ring roads along Eindhoven, and then at the west side of the city near the airports will enter a left-hand downwind runway 21, and basically will follow the road along the city. Let me quickly get my bearings. We got a couple of showers. Always nice. Nice rainbow in front of us. This is indeed the motorway below. So we'll follow that one. Eindhoven. I can see the downtown area in front of us on the nose. And let me quickly get my speeds in order, because that was a problem. Yeah, VREF is indeed 63 to 69. Best glide is 88. So let's try to keep 90 knots. Till short final. And I'm quickly going to look up
At our 12th o'clock, just a few miles out, you'll see the Dommel River winding its way through Eindhoven. The Dommel is a classic Dutch river, and from the air you can spot its meandering path cutting through the city and the surrounding green spaces. This river has been shaping the landscape here for thousands of years, and it played a big role in the development of Eindhoven, providing water for early settlements and powering mills. In fact, the Dommel is so important that many of Eindhoven's parks and walking trails follow its course. If you look closely, you might even see some of the old water mills that have been preserved along its banks.
Wow. Very handy to know all these things. We got the high-tech campus right in front of us. And the intersection right of our nose is waypoint Victor, and then we'll follow the motorway to the north. You see the Philips Stadium of our right wing, where PSV is playing their football matches, and where I've spent countless hours photographing and filming my normal job. And we got the Netherlands' most valuable company in front of us. And as I say, I've what it's called, but they produce the specialized chip machines with which you can manufacture most sophisticated computer chips in the world, like the ones Nvidia is using, other companies. So when we're over this bridge, this is waypoint Mike, and we'll head into the airfield and do a left-hand downwind way 21. That's descent. And let's pull back the power. Uh, 110 knots or below, flaps takeoff. And let's try downwind. Eindhoven Tower, Papa Hotel Delta, Sheriff Foxtrot, downwind runway 21, full stop. And that's a great moment after landing.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, winds 200 at 13, runway 21, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 21, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. To change the battery of my LED lights on the camera. It's getting a bit dark. We are cleared. Let's keep at least best glide. We are still a bit high. Can descend further. There's one rat. Final looks clear. Fast.
500.
Ups full. Keeping the slides. Descending. bumpy over the trees. Keeping 80 knots. Flying it down to grounds. Big power and flare. Flare. Not too much. Okay. We're down. Laps up. Vacating. On Romeo.
Approaching runway 21.
Button. Eindhoven Tower, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot vacated at Romeo 4, requesting taxi to the flight club. Shall we tune grounds at 121.930? Eindhoven grounds, goedemiddag, Papa Hotel Romeo, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot. Vacated at Romeo 4, requesting taxi to the flight club. Nobody is listening.
Say again.
Eindhoven ground, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot. Vacated at Romeo 4, requesting taxi to the flight club at Kilo taxiway.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, taxi to flight club via Romeo 4, Romeo Kilo.
Taxi to the flight club via Romeo 4, Romeo and Kilo, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Okay, we are clear on the left. Clear on the right. We take a back right here, and flight club is straight in front of us. So take left on Papa and left on Kilo. And we'll swing around. With those making sure we're not hitting anything. Parking brake is set, taxi lights comes off. Let me get the proper checklist. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is off. We had power for less than 10%. More than 1 minute. ELT which is arms. We go to the engine page. The lean page is paydeck. Oh. I want to press this button. Well, avionics, which is. Let's first sign off with with parents. Eindhoven ground, Papa Hotel Delta Chef Foxtrot signing off.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger, good day.
Alright. Avionics master switch is off. Taxi light is off. Engine master switch can also come off. And prop lights and position lights. Floodlights can come on. And the electronics master switch off. And I'm going to change the battery of my light. Have a quick bathroom break. Pay the landing fees, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
For the long run now, red Corvette and my drop top down, calling up my digits in my Motorola, and I'm speeding like I robbed someone, falling and I'm a whip, yeah, out in Fairfax, going hard in the pit, yeah, I still ball on the pitch, yeah, something wrong with the picture, something is wrong with the way, and I don't know why you need to lie, something is wrong with the way, and I don't know why, how do you get by? way longer than I'm used to. You started hanging with a new crew, talking to my friends like that's something that I'm used to. I never cashed out, I just wanted him to lose you. Damn, puffing on that bullshit Uncle Sam's. Who'da thought that he would understand? And I just never fall out, I just wanna win. I'm in it for the long run, I do this on my fam. Something is wrong with the way, and I don't know why. Why you need to lie? Something is wrong with the way, and I don't know why.
Till the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last man falls. I don't need them anyway. When I'm with you, I have it all. Oh, I'll never let you slip away. Oh, and you don't have to be afraid. I will hold you till the sun comes crashing down. I'm yours until the end of time. Until the end of time. Till the stars fade away and your scars don't say my name, stay with me till the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Your scars don't hurt.
Hello, we're back again. I've paid my landing fees and we are ready to head to our destination at Midden-Zeeland. But we first make a stopover at Seppe Airport, and let's hop into the plane, shall we? It is still raining, and weather doesn't look really nice. We'll do a quick flight control check. It is still working properly. Fuel valve is normal. Power lever is idle. Parking brake is set. Alternate static air is closed. Electronic master switch is off. Avionics master switch is also off. ESS bus is off, and the engine master switch is off. The motor switch is set to auto. A fuel pump is off. All lights are off. Making sure. Hey. Somehow need to check my SpatNext profile, but all lights are off. The emergency switch is off and guarded. ELT is off. Circuit breakers are still off. Flaps are up. Auto heat is off. Fuel transfer is off. Oh. It's something I need to remind myself. How I didn't use the fuel transfer switch. We got quite an imbalance, so yeah. Let's correct that in a moment. So, track IR is centered again. Wheel chocks are away, and both doors are closed and latched. Electronics master switch comes to on. We wait for the AHRS to align. We got more than enough in the battery, so that's good. Still waiting, and vital heat is off. That much I know. There is the AHRS. Alignment is complete. TAWS test still completing. I think we can turn on the avionics master switch and let's check. We are still doing some checks. Ground. Wow. Did it change?
TOS system test. Okay.
121.903. Uh, 26 decimal 030. And then tower is still at 131 decimal 0. Oh, let me show you the PFD. Tower is still on 131 decimal 005. And then afterwards we can go to Dutch Mill at 132 decimal 350. And then the radios are set. Let's listen to the ATIS.
Airport, information Juliet. 1212 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 21. Wind 185 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 1800 feet. Solid overcast at 2400 feet. Temperature 8. Dew point 6. QNH 1009er. Transition level 50 advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Juliet. Eindhoven Airport.
Eindhoven grounds, goedemiddag, Papa Hotel, Delta Sierra Foxtrot, Diamond DA40 at the Kilo taxiway with information Juliet requesting engine start for VFR departure to Echo Hotel Mike Zulu. That was not readable. Well, first let's switch off track IR. Let's find my mouse. Eindhoven grounds, say again for Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Well, the app says start approved. Start approved, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Well. Let's just pretend we heard it alright. Okay, start approved, so... Engine starts checklist, which is this one. Prop area is clear. Engine master switch on. We check the annunciators. They are checked and considered. Can I please my alerts? No. Why do I still have warnings? This aircraft is doing some things I don't quite understand, but That's probably me. But the oil pressure is good. Let's try to. Sorry, what is the text saying? Wrong button. Instructions out and up. Reset the. And you must switch off and hold the ECU test switch button 10 seconds.
Eindhoven Tower, Transavia 8 Golf, established on the RNAV Y runway 21.
Transavia 8 Golf, roger.
Shall we try to do that? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be reset. Ryanair just landed. Very nice. Okay. And let's start again. It comes to the green arc within 3 seconds. This should be much better. Position light is on. Okay. After starts, we have no annunciators. We go to the engine page. Now we have an annunciator. Okay. We check the oil pressure. If we set the RPM to 1000 RPM, it's in green. Well, no, it should be 7, 10 plus or minus. Oil pressure is almost in green. Python heat will turn that on.
Ryanair 4022 contact ground on 121.993.
We still have the flight plan loaded, and my flight control replay is still recording, and we are still broadcasting on
Ground, Ryanair 4022,
YouTube.
taxi to parking. Ryanair 4022, taxi to parking via Romeo 5, Romeo 2, Lima 2.
Position light is on, flaps
Romeo
are
5, Romeo 2, Lima 2, Ryanair 4022.
alternator, sorry, not alternator, the altimeter is set. It sets 1009er. Oh, mental overload. Transponder is set VFR with, well, with altitude, because we're taking off pretty soon anyway. Engine temperatures are, well, except for the oil temperature, oil pressure, the temperatures are all in the green. It's good, and we are all set. Eindhoven grounds. Papa Sheriff Foxtrot is ready to taxi for Tango departure.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, expect runway 21. Taxi via Kilo Romeo Romeo 1.
Expecting runway 21, taxi via Kilo Romeo Romeo 1, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Brakes released. And taxi light can come on. So the big tube liners can see us, and you need to get my charge. Taxi all the way to the end and then take a left. Quite cool actually to taxi with big airliner. Oh, oh, oh. Careful for the braking.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, contact tower on 122.1, bye bye.
122.1, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Did he really say 122.1? Yeah. Okay. 22.1. Clear on the right and clear on the left.
Transavia 8 Golf, wind 190 at 16, runway 21, clear to land.
Clear to land 21, Transavia 8 Golf.
Okay, we'll wait for the Transavia to land and do our checks. Because in this kind of weather, I don't want to be in the circuits with them, and they are already. So let's hold position at Romeo 1, set parking brake.
Approaching runway 21.
Before takeoff, parking brake is set, trim is set for takeoff. Flaps will do a flaps up takeoff and they are up. Power idle, we don't have to do the ECU test for the second flight of the day. Python heat is on. Yeah, we will do the fuel transfer to have the imbalance. It's only 2 gallons, so only 1 gallon now. So we'll have that running. Fuel pump can come on. Taxi lights comes off, landing light on. We are transmitting our altitudes. Track IR centered. Eindhoven Tower, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot holding at Romeo 1 runway 21 ready for departure. Ooh, don't sink, don't sink.
Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot, Eindhoven Tower. Hold short of runway 21, 7371 mile final.
Holding shorts, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Ouch! Well, it's great to see that not only my landings are really hard landings. Shall we see if we can get a tower view? It's not really the control tower, but well. Can we hear the music at all? Shall we do some different kind of music?
Transavia 8 Golf contact ground on 121.903.
Ground, Transavia 8 Golf. Ground, Transavia 8 Golf, taxi to parking.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, runway 21, winds 200 at 16, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 21, Papa Sierra Foxtrot.
Transavia 8 Golf, taxi to parking via Romeo 5, Romeo 1, Lima
clear.
1. Romeo 5, Romeo 1, Lima 1, Transavia 8 Golf.
And the runway is clear indeed. Weather is terrible, but welcome to the Dutch winter. Thrust is set, airspeed is alive, E's and B's are in the green. Rotate.
On runway 21 remaining. 8,100 feet.
Power set. Ooh, I need a lot of right rudder. Trimming. Let's turn downwind.
Approaching runway 3. Caution! Caution!
And we'll fly the Tango departure. Woo! Weather is at minimums. I don't think I would fly this in real life. But that's what the simulator is for. So we'll head over roads and ore spots, and well, I believe this is ore spots already. And I think this is Oscar. Next heading 354. Oh. Let's switch off the fuel transfer pump.
Since we're flying near Eindhoven, let me tell you about the city itself. Eindhoven is known as the City of Light because it was the birthplace of Philips, the electronics giant, back in 1891. The company started out making light bulbs, and their influence literally helped light up the world. Eindhoven is also famous for its innovative spirit. It's a hub for technology and design, hosting the annual Dutch Design Week. Aviation fans might appreciate that the city played a big role in World War II, especially during Operation Market Garden in 1944, when Allied forces liberated the area. And if you're into football, PSV Eindhoven is one of the top teams in the Netherlands.
Eindhoven Tower, Papa Hotel, Delta Sierra Foxtrot is overhead Tango and leaving your CTR.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger.
Dutchmail, goedemiddag. Papa Hotel, Delta Sierra Foxtrot, Diamond DA40. 1000 feet overhead, Boxel requesting flight information service.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, flight information service available. Squawk 1737 and ident.
Squawking 1737 and ident. Papa Sierra Foxtrot.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger. Pass your message.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot would like basic service, please.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, traffic services on request. Squawk 1737 and ident.
Squawking 1737 and ident. Papa Sierra Foxtrot.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, basic service.
What was the last transmission? Basic service. Papa Sierra Foxtrot. So what can you tell me about the city of Den Bosch?
The city you're asking about is actually called Den Bosch, officially is Hertogenbosch. It's famous for its medieval architecture, the impressive St. John's Cathedral, and being the birthplace of painter Hieronymus Bosch. The city is also known for its unique local pastry, the Bosche Bowl, which is basically a giant chocolate-covered cream puff. Den Bosch has a network of canals running underneath the city, which you can actually tour by boat.
Yeah, and the tour is actually quite a nice excursion to be doing. But I think I know how to pronounce Den Bosch. Otherwise, my wife will kill me, as she claims to be from here. Actually, she lived, I believe, somewhere behind St. John for a couple of years during the time just before she went to college. Really beautiful city as well. Nice atmosphere, nice bars, and a couple of my friends are from here. We'll do an orbit around the city center before we head on. I went back to the default scenery for Flight Simulator, as I'm turning off the taxi and the landing lights. There's the St. John, beautiful old church, newly restored. And we'll follow the canal to the north and then follow the river downstream to the delta, the river delta. I am not going to cross the river though, as we have done during the Netherlands group tour at night, because during the day it is a low flying area of the military of defense. So as a GA pilot you need to keep a lookout for Apaches, the big Chinook helicopters, and as the visibility is not the best, we'll keep a bit of separation to the river. But for now it's still doable to fly. I'm not really sure if I would be doing this in real life, but well, so far the PC is rolling out really good. So I think we found a solution to our problem. I would have it. Because, during the last live stream, I did make it. Not during the live stream. I have to say, during the live stream, it crashed on me, and then I tried to fly with the other participants on IPAO, and then it crashed again near the city of Den Bosch. So it is really good performance so far. I'm quite happy with the new power supply. I went from a 600 watts to 1000 watts power supply. So a bit of headroom and a bit of extra headroom, even when I would be switching to more modern GPU. I've got now a 2080 Super NVIDIA card installed with a Ryzen 7, I believe 3700 CPU. We got the River Meuse running on our right.
Since we're in this part of the Netherlands, let me tell you about the city of Oss, which is nearby. Oss has been inhabited since prehistoric times, and archaeologists have found burial mounds here dating back to the Bronze Age. The city really started to grow in the 19th century, thanks to its meat industry. So much so that locals sometimes joke about the OSS sausage. It's also known for the pharmaceutical company Organon, which was founded here in 1923 and became a major player in the development of birth control pills. If you look out over the area, you might spot the Maas River winding its way north of OS, which has been an important trade route for centuries.
Really nice information, but did you know that the city of Oss is the other way?
You're right. The city of Oss is actually in the opposite direction from where we're currently flying.
So, since we're heading to the west, we are about to overfly the national park, the Biesbos. What can you tell me about that, though?
The national park you're referring to is actually called the Loons Ondroenense Duinen National Park, but locals sometimes jokingly call it the Beast Boss because of its wild, sandy landscape. It's one of the largest areas of drifting sand in Western Europe, and it was formed during the last ice age. The park is a favorite spot for hikers, cyclists, and even horseback riders, and you might spot some highland cattle or sheep grazing to keep the landscape open.
I wasn't talking about Loense Duinen, which is to our left at the moment. I was talking about the Biesbos, the large swamplands in the Delta Works. What can you tell me about that?
The Biesbosch is one of the largest freshwater tidal wetlands in Europe, created after the St. Elizabeth flood of 1421, and it's famous for its maze of rivers and creeks, as well as being a haven for beavers and countless bird species.
That's right, I've seen a couple of beavers in the Biesbos a couple of years ago. Did you know the beavers really stink? The poop smells really bad.
You're absolutely right. Beavers might look cute, but their castoreum glands and droppings can really clear a room. Nature's own air freshener, or maybe air unfreshener.
Yeah. Unfreshener, alright. Well, we are about to overfly
Nature's own way
Biesbos.
of making sure nobody messes with their dam, right? Beavers definitely know how to leave a lasting impression, especially on your nose.
You can say that again. Alright,
You can say that again.
yeah, I did say that again. Let me see where we are at on the map. Oh, we still have a bit to go on Biesbos. But the weather really isn't that great altogether. But we still got viewers. One viewer. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're enjoying it. And we are currently flying leg 4 of the Netherlands group tour, which was organized last week or the week before. And then I had a crash again. But next week, I do really think that we are able to make it to Midden-Zeeland at the moment. And let me switch off track IR to see the map, because we are about to enter the temporarily restricted area. I hope I'm not getting a call from getting a phone number from ATC, from Dutchmail. You're entering the TRA 82. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the weather, the visibility is really poor at the moment. Anyway, we are about to overfly the city of Ramstoksfeer, which has a really big tower. I'm not really sure if that's a chimney or proper tower, but yeah, that's something I don't want to hit. And then we got the Biesbos at the other side. Actually a really nice area to go boating with either a canoe or a sloop, or yeah, something the wife and I are planning to do maybe the coming summer. That would be really nice to do. Sailing the boat from our place near The Hague and through the city of Rotterdam, past the city of Dordrecht, and then camping here. There is a nice marina over here where you can spend the night, and then you can sail the entire area. What is this thing? That's a really big chimney. A couple of years ago, at the other side was a huge yeah, I'm really not sure what you call it in English. We call it a sea eagle, but I don't think that's the proper English name for the bird. We got a couple of boats already. It is too great to sail today, guys. How cold is it? -5. No, sorry, 8 degrees. -5 international standards temperature. So yeah, beautiful area to visit if you're not from the Netherlands. Really, really nice.
At our 3 o'clock, about 4 kilometers out, you'll spot National Park de Biesbosch. This sprawling wetland is actually a labyrinth of rivers and willow forests, formed after the massive St. Elizabeth flood in 1421. The park is famous for its tidal freshwater ecosystem, one of the few left in Europe.
Yeah.
And is a paradise for birdwatchers and canoe enthusiasts.
Absolutely.
During World War II, the Biesbosch was a hiding place for resistance fighters and downed Allied pilots thanks to its maze-like waterways.
Especially during the winter of 1944 and spring of 45, the southern part of the country, we are basically flying over the front lines of the time. On our left was already liberated during September 44, and to our right was still occupied by the Germans, and that made the Biesbosch a difficult but possible way to cross the front lines by boats through the little canals. And but it was a dangerous way to cross the front lines. A lot of patrols by the Germans, I believe. So maybe you should swim if it wouldn't be really, really, really cold in the winter. We are about to cross the Hollands Diep. We got a railway bridge over here and the motorway, and we are following the motorway to the city of Breda.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, contact Amsterdam info on 124.3 transponder 7000. Safe flight.
124.3 squawking via our Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Bedankt voor het service. Tot ziens. One, 2, 4 decimal.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, read back.
Decimal 3. There we go. No. There we go. Amsterdam information. Goedemiddag. Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot 1200. We will be following the motorway. Why aren't you taking the heading, please? Thank you. If I can spot my mouse. Did say intentions. Some information. Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot 1200.
Since there aren't any major landmarks right beneath us at the moment, let me tell you about the closest airport, Vliegveld-Numansdorp. This small airfield is a favorite among local pilots for its relaxed atmosphere and scenic surroundings. It originally opened in the 1970s and has been a hub for recreational flying ever since. The grass runway gives it a classic, old-school aviation vibe, perfect for those who love the nostalgia of early flight. Pilots often use it as a base for exploring the nearby Dutch countryside, and it's not uncommon to see vintage aircraft making a stop here.
I'm sorry, which airport were you talking about?
I was talking about Vliegveld-Numansdorp, a small airfield known for its relaxed atmosphere and scenic surroundings.
Numansdorp. I'm really not familiar with that one. I don't think there is a Numansdorp airport. What is she talking about? Yeah, I can't show you on the map, but she might be talking about, well, we will descend, about the glider fields. Anyway, we will be switching Seppe radio, goedemiddag, Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot Diamond DA40, approximately 8 miles to the east, inbound for a full stop, requesting aerodrome information. Here we got the HQ of the Royal
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, good afternoon. Runway 24 in use, left circuit, QNH 1008, surface wind 190 at 8.
Runway 24 in use and QNH 1008, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Set twice, and I was about to set course to 4, so we'll do a left hand downwind runway 24. That's center track IR again. Landing light and taxi light on. Ooh, visibility is really poor. Let me first switch off track IR for a moment, and let me see what is the circuit pattern. Altitude 730 feet. Okay. Du-du-du-du-du. I'm looking for my descent checklists. Descent checklist ATC is informed. BKR is centered. Oh, we can do. We'll do that for the next part. The next landing. We set the altimeter 1008. It was not 7.
Approaching runway 24.
8. Right. And we need to fly past this village. And fuel transfer is off.
Breda is the closest city to us right now. It's a city with a castle that dates back to the 16th century, and it played a big role in Dutch history, especially during the 80 Years' War. The city center is famous for its beautiful old churches, like the Grote Kerk, which has a tower that's been a landmark for centuries. Breda is also known for its leafy parks and canals, which look especially impressive from above. Aviation fans might appreciate that Breda was once home to a military airbase that played a part in World War II operations.
And let me see, we need to pass that windmill, so let's take back the throttle and let's set flaps. Take off and don't climb. In fact, let's descend. Seppe Radio, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot is overhead Zulu. Inbound full stop, runway 24. Correction, touch and go, runway 24.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger.
.800 feet. Add a bit of power. Seppe Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot is downwind runway 24, touch and go.
Sierra Foxtrot, roger, report final number 1.
Approaching runway 6. Caution! Caution!
Papa Sierra Foxtrot going around. Runway 24. Well, we are way too close and way too high. I had to extend.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger.
Flaps up. Let's climb a bit. not hit that big windmill. The circuit for Seppe is really tied to the airfield. And I haven't really flown this
At our
circuit
1
yet.
o'clock, about 2 kilometers out, you'll spot the small town of Boschenhoeft. It's a classic Dutch village that actually got its start as a peat colony in the 18th century. Imagine people digging up peat for fuel, all while surrounded by endless marshland.
Understand?
The town's name literally means head of the woods, which sounds like something out of a fairy tale. Boschenhoeft is also known for its annual carnival, where the whole town transforms with parades and costumes. If you look closely, you might spot the historic church spire poking out above the rooftops, a favorite landmark for local pilots.
Let's reset track IR. Let's cross the motorway first. Was a bit too quick on my first circuit. And now it's really difficult to spot. Oh. Seppe Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot is short final runway 24 touch and go. Yeah, in real life you really
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, wind 190 at 9 or no reported traffic, land at your discretion.
Should be doing it in this weather. Don't get too slow, don't get too slow. Oh, and I'm aiming for the hangar buildings, which you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, I'm really not familiar with this airfield. No, we're going around. Seppe Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot is going around.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger.
and the low frame rate of my PC don't help either, but hey, we're still flying. We're still stress testing my machine. And we are still live on YouTube as well. So I'm quite happy, to be honest. Trimming quite a lot. Seppe, Radio, Papa Hotel, Delta Sierra Foxtrot, downwind, runway 21, touch and go.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, runway 21 not available, runway 24 in use, left circuit. Confirm intentions.
Yeah, sorry about that, correction. Downwind, runway 24, touch and go. Papa Sierra Foxtrot.
It's a classic Dutch village that dates back to at least the 13th century, and it was originally built around a Benedictine abbey. The abbey itself was founded in 1282, and though it's long
Number 1, Papa Sierra Foxtrot.
at its monastic roots. Hoven is surrounded by lush farmland and forests, making it a patchwork of green from above, perfect for anyone who loves spotting patterns in the landscape. And here's something. During World War II, the area around Hoven saw quite a bit of action, with local resistance fighters using the countryside to hide from occupying forces.
Okay. We need to go that way. Steeply. I see the hangar again. We are all set to runway landing flaps set. We can make the airfields. Concentrating. Don't sink too much. Watch your speed. Watch your speed. Don't get too slow. Power, 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 power. Oh, it is difficult to see this kind of weather. Damn. It is a short runway. Okay. We'll depart via Whiskey. Seppe Radio, Papa Hotel, Delta Sierra Foxtrot is departing the area via Whiskey to the northwest.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger.
It's not advisable to fly in real life in this kind of weather in VR. Setting 65% and trimming. Oh. Trim. Maybe descends to 1,000 feet again. And yeah, I should be following the motorway, which is running this way. I've got a feeling that the cloud layer isn't that thick. So if we would be climbing to, let's say, 3,000 feet, I think we break the clouds already. Let's try to stay VFR. We'll follow the motorway of our nose to the north-ish, west. Yeah, I can see, well, I don't know if you can with the compression of YouTube, but I can see a couple of windmills already over here. And then we'll follow the delta downstream towards the sea and don't descend too much. And we'll fly further towards Midden-Zeeland. And I'm quickly going to check audio levels. Well, the sound is really low of the music. Oh, where are you going? That's not where the heading bug is set. Back course. We're not flying in approach. Are you crazy? What kind of advisory do we have? Fuel transfer. Yeah, there are oh.
At our 12 o'clock, just a few miles ahead, you'll spot the historic town of Willemstad. From above, you can't miss its star-shaped fortress layout. Think of it as the ultimate medieval security system, designed in the late 16th century by William of Orange to keep out the Spanish. The fortifications are still nearly intact, and the town is surrounded by moats and bastions that look like something straight out of a strategy game. Willemstad was a key defensive point for the Dutch waterline, a series of water-based defenses. If you squint, you might even spot the old windmill and the domed church, both of which have been standing guard for centuries.
And which city was she talking about? I'm not really sure. But let's follow the And let's end this flight because I'm getting a bit tired. Long flights, long live stream, and flying. I do need to try to get the autopilot on. Autopilot is on. Let's set heading. Why are you trying to fly a back course? Not flying in approach, mate. Okay, I need to find the radio settings. 119.255 is a frequency for Midden-Zeeland. 255. And how long do we have to go? Let me see. We got 9 miles. That's 15 miles from our next waypoint. So about 10 minutes. Shall we give them a call? Midden-Zeeland Radio. Goedemiddag, Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot is a Diamond DA40. Approximately 10 miles to the northeast. Requesting aerodrome information.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, good afternoon. Runway 27 in use, left circuit QNH 1007. Surface wind 180 at 9er.
Runway 27 in use, QNH 1009. Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Well, I'm sure he means right circuits. Right-hand circuits for runway 27. Because there is no left-hand circuit in real life. So let's set to 7. We'll follow the coastline to the Zeeland Bridge over here.
Since we're flying in the southwestern part of the Netherlands, let me tell you about the city of Roosendaal. Roosendaal has been an important railway hub since the 19th century, connecting the Netherlands with Belgium. The city itself grew rapidly thanks to the arrival of the railway in 1854, and you can still spot the historic station building from the air. During World War II, Roosendaal was heavily bombed due to its strategic location, and you can see how the city was rebuilt in the post-war years with a mix of old and modern architecture. Aviation fans might appreciate that Roosendaal is also home to Seppe Airport, a small airfield that's popular with glider pilots and skydivers.
Yeah, we just visited Seppe. And we are now heading towards our destination of Midden-Zeeland. And speaking of our destination...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our destination, Midden-Zeeland. Captain Ronald will attempt to put this aircraft down as gracefully as is in his capabilities. Comment in the chat how well you think Captain Ronald will do. After landing, Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a full stop, especially when you're sitting on the back row of this Diamond DA-40NG. Passengers with the connecting stream, the next stream will depart from the Midden-Zeeland to Hilversum in a fortnight's time at 8 o'clock. That is on Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. We hope you've enjoyed this flight stream. If you did, please like and subscribe or consider becoming a Patreon. The link will be available in the description below. On behalf of Captain Ronald and the rest of the Papa Hotel Dutch Scenery Design crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with the Virtual Flying Club and hope to see you soon on board of one of our flights.
Well, a fortnight's time. Next week on Wednesday nights, we will be flying leg 4 of the tour. Well, sorry, leg 5 of the tour already. And we'll fly really scenic routes. We'll fly from Midden-Zeeland across the Delta Works, and we'll visit the city of Dordrecht. We'll have a look at the windmills at Kinderdijk before heading through the CTR of Rotterdam, and we'll request to overfly the river through the city center at low altitudes, hopefully at or below 1,000 feet, and then we'll enter the CTR again at visual referencing point hotel, and fly the hotel arrival into Rotterdam for a short break, cup of coffee, and perhaps a biscuits or two. And then we'll fly the Mike departure from Rotterdam, and we'll follow the motorway A12 towards the city of Utrecht, and from there we'll head north to our destination of leg 5, Hilversum. But that's all route for next week. And today we will be trying to land as gracefully as in my capabilities. As the PA said, at Midden-Zeeland. Luckily the weather has cleared a bit. This is actually quite nice to fly. And let me quickly check. It's quite unfortunate that I don't have my my iPad with me today. We are aiming for this part. Then we'll head south towards the airfield and enter a right-hand downwind runway 27, and the circuit pattern altitude is 700 feet.
Since there aren't any major landmarks right beneath us at the moment, let me tell you about the closest city, Middelburg. Middelburg is actually one of the oldest cities in the Netherlands, founded in the 9th century as a fortress against Viking raids. From the air, you might spot its iconic medieval street pattern, and the towering Lenge Jan Abbey, which stands at 90 meters tall, great for anyone who likes their landmarks easy to find. During the Dutch Golden Age, Middelburg was a major trading hub, and you can still see the grand merchant houses lining the canals. The city was heavily damaged in World War II, but much of it has been beautifully restored, so it's a real patchwork of history and resilience.
What can you tell me about the airport of Midden-Zeeland?
I think you might mean Midden-Zeeland Airfield, also known as EHMZ. It's a popular general aviation airport in Zeeland, opened in 1970, and is known for its grass runway and friendly atmosphere. Pilots love it for its proximity to the Dutch coast and the Delta Works, and it's a great spot for sightseeing flights over the region. The airfield is especially busy in summer with gliders, microlights, and small aircraft buzzing around.
Midden-Zeeland Radio, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot is 2 minutes northeast, inbound, full stop, runway 27.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, runway 27 not available. Runway 9er in use, left circuit. Confirm intentions.
Runway 9er, left hand circuit, full stop. Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Okay. Did they switch it around? I guess they did.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger, report final, number 1.
Reporting final and number 1, Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Okay.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, wind 160 at 12, no reported traffic, land at your discretion.
Runway 9er is set and winds 160. Oh, I should have scrolled the other way. Yeah, we pretty much have a well, almost 90-degree crosswinds, but I can see why they have the other runway in use. We are number 1. We have taxi lights and landing lights on, and I don't see or hear anyone in circuits. We got the airport over here. The downwind looks clear indeed. Descending 700s. Zeeland Radio, Papa Hotel Delta Sierra Foxtrot, turning downwind, runway 9er, full stop. Upstand.
Approaching runway 27. Caution! Caution!
And we're not about or allowed to overfly the city, so we do a slightly offset approach, and we should also avoid the campsites.
Since we're flying over Midden-Zeeland Airfield, let me...
Midden-Zeeland Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot short final runway 9er full stop.
Delta Works, a massive engineering project to protect the Netherlands from flooding after the disastrous North Sea flood of 1953.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot.
Beersmeer is a hot spot for water sports.
Land at your
Sailing, windsurfing, and even wakeboarding are popular here. So if you look down, you might spot a few adventurous souls zipping across the water. The lake is also dotted with small islands, some of which are only accessible by boat and perfect for a picnic if you ever feel like trading wings for oars. Birdwatchers love this area too, especially in spring and autumn when migratory birds stop by for a rest.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ouch, 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 ouch. Wow. That wasn't my best landing. But, we survived. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to redo that one. Midden-Zeeland Radio Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot vacated runway 9er.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Taxi to parking at your discretion.
We'll park here. Nice spot. Parking brake is set. Whew. Wow. That was an eventful landing. Power lever idle for about minutes. The ELT is armed. And can we check? What do we need to check? MFD. The lean page. Do I have a lean page? Transponder can come off. Anyway. Midden-Zeeland Radio, Papa Hotel Delta Sheriff Foxtrot signing off. Master avionics switch off. Taxi lights.
Papa Sierra Foxtrot, roger, have a nice flight.
And engine switch off. Guarded again. We can turn off the pitot heat. Turn off the fuel pump. Master avionics switch off. And we can turn the instruments lights off and also reset the trim, and that means the end of the live stream. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was a bit busy for me. But no, I enjoyed the flights. Luckily the weather cleared up a bit, and we came to a beautiful Midden-Zeeland airport, which is quite nice flying to in real life as well. So hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. Thank you very much for watching. Next live stream will be... we got a graphic, maybe. Let me check. The next live stream will be on the 21st of January. Will be a live streaming and flying from 8 o'clock in the evening, 1900 Zulu. We'll be flying from Midden-Zeeland to Hilversum via Rotterdam. Beautiful flight there will be. So hopefully you can join us during that live stream, and see you soon. Take care.
Papa Hotel, Virtual Flying Club, Flight 2601 from Eindhoven Airport just arrived. Passengers for connecting streams, the next live stream will depart from Midden-Zeeland to Hilversum on January 21st, 2026 at 8 o'clock. Your attention please. Due to winter weather conditions, most flights today are cancelled. When your flight is cancelled, please leave the airport due to busy crowds. Your airline will contact you for rebooking your flight.